So, this is what I'm saying. I'm conveying this stuff to try and hope that we, have people use their common sense if they're going out into the wild, especially this summer. A lot of people are going out there, and I see people on, when I used to travel up through the Kootenay Pass, going from the BC into Alberta, people, see these big brown bears that are, 2,000 pounds, and people would be out there trying to take pictures. It's absolutely insane. But anyways, I thought I would just bring that to the people that want to get out there in the green grass and whatever they're doing out in the bush. Make sure you're prepared to go out there, and even if you have I'm sorry. So now, one more thing before I get into more money. I'm not going to say anything about the churches, okay? I'm not going to say nothing about them. All I'm going to say is that they got to be imploded. They got to be brought down, and they got to get the excavators out there and dig underneath. That's all I'm going to say, okay? Okay, for the money. Like I said before, every device on the planet will be alerted, and you'll have this alert. It'll go off. The Cabal Swift system has been completely taken out, okay? And the QFS and the GRC has been implemented. This is what's happening on the back screens right now. The money will be gold back. Now, I don't know how this is all going to happen. Once we get through the shutdown of the 10 days or 15 days, whatever it's going to be, and when they do have the compliant banks or banks come up again, they will be running not as banks, but they'll be running just the ATM to be there to service without no charge of anything. All that's going to change. Everything's going to be free. Med beds are going to be free. Transportation in most cases are going to be free. Medical assistance and everything's going to be free as well. There's going to be no cost to anybody. Taxes won't be existing. Okay. And that's what I'm trying to get everybody to do right now, right? And of course, in Canada, and I always go back to that, is I think we're going to be a little bit of a delay behind the United States, so it wakes up the sleepers that are inside Canada to say, hey, listen, look at the Americans getting all this good stuff, and everybody's celebrating in the streets as they should be. All this money that has been stolen from us is going to be returned, and it's been very closely calculated on what you're going to get back. What about Ireland? Ireland's the same thing. All this is going to go off at the same time, and Ireland's going to get the Chisara happening, and I think that's going to start happening in May. Yeah, so don't go out and buy any big ticket items right now. Wait for the crash to happen. Things are coming down. I'm seeing gas prices starting to come down. Even food prices are starting to come down a little bit, okay? Yeah. That's all. It's all good. I mean, everything, we just have to be patient and don't do anything. Don't send any money out. Do not listen to anybody that's trying to get you onto something, because the QFS is free, because you'll have cash in there. They'll have to, move it around. And at that point, if you don't have it, you can certainly ask for it, and they'll help you get it onto your account. Okay, so, they'll get everything running. So by the time you walk out of that redemption center, you're going to have a big-ass bank account, and you're going to have everything up and running, so you know exactly how to operate. Apparently, it's very easy to get going through. So it's going to be very, very easy to operate, because we're not going to be dealing with a whole bunch of bureaucratic, minutia. Okay. What of the med beds on Facebook? I don't know, but don't go into anything. Everything that's out there right now is in fake form, right? It's all fakery. Military advises, obviously, they always advise you stock up with food and water. And, if you can go out there and buy a $400 generator with 2 plug-ins, that'll keep your fridge going or freezer going and stuff like that. And maybe a couple of lights. Okay. So not to worry. I mean, that's what they're built for. All right. I had one that I worked off of my motorhome, and it still works fine. That's after 4 years. You know what? Some of this stuff here, I go into the the Sally Ann's, and I see interesting stuff off the shelf. No, I don't go buy new clothes. I'm old, so what do I need new clothes for? Right? I just go buy other old clothes. Yeah. No, I'm not a rich man. I got investments. If it ever come in, I could probably score a touchdown. But no, I'm not a rich man. Solar power generator and no fuel. Yes, I know that works as well too. If you got that, and you're around a lot of sunshine, yeah. I mean, I got my lights that are up and around, and I do that, right? And sorry. So yeah, I got lights that are around there that are solar powered, and they come on at night, and it's it doesn't cost you a dime. Yeah, it's a good idea. Sky Prince. Well, we don't know if Sky Prince is a fraud or not. She's been working very, very hard, and she's been getting attacked just like me, and whatever her, she's got a backstory behind her. I don't know what her, mindset is. And, people can say whatever they want about anybody. They say a lot of things about me as well. So, people are out there trying to do the right thing. That's all I know, that there are patriots out there trying to, get the truth out there, and they're being slammed for it. So, we got to give some of these people a break. If, there's something going on. Now, when this thing does go off, it's going to be going off in 22 different languages in 77 different countries. So the EBS, all the full disclosure, is in 22 different languages in 77 different countries. So I don't know what about the other, 150, whatever. But that. Sorry about that. I told you about King Charles. Yeah, he's on his way out. And again, the IQD, they're saying $8.40. VND's $4.80. I believe that there's negotiation going on there, and they're going to get the maximum out there. I heard that the redemption centers, which is being run by the military, is going to be the money coming back is going to be in the double digits. I really don't care. We can sit there and play with the numbers and speculate all we want, but in the end, we'll know exactly what we get, right? Now I want to touch, and also all the banks that have got in and applied and have qualified through the Basel III, vetting, had to sign NDAs. So even if you go into a bank and say what's going on, what's happening, they can't say anything. Not even the tellers. Even the tellers are under an NDA. So they're going to play dumb on you right now. Okay? Yes. Now, I want to get into this before I forget. Silver. The COMEX and the, New York Stock Exchange is all paper contract. They're trying to bring down the shorts and the buy-ins a lot cheaper, so there'd be a more, investors jump into it. And I'm just saying they're just trying to suck more unsuspecting investors into that, into their circle of doom. Before, because they need cash, they need, residual income coming in, and they need to push down the pricing of the silver in order to, in case their investors, call in the physical silver, and then they can, they will not have the silver. The silver is being depleted rapidly in their stockpile. So I don't expect them to last maybe another 30 days, if that. But when this thing bounces, well, it's like right now, all the speculators and we're talking about people that know the metals, that have been in the metals a long, long time, say that silver should be at $375 American. That's $550 Canadian per ounce right now for each ounce of silver. But when this thing slingshots, when they finally let the glue or let the springs go off this thing, silver's going to jump into 4 digits. So that's going to be $1,000, $1,100, $1,200, $1,500, $1,600, $1,800 an ounce. So my recommendation, if you've got any cash, so whatever right now, go to your, do not go through a bank. Go to a metals exchange center. You can Google it for your own city or for your own town. Find out who's selling silver. Okay? Do not buy online. Do not buy, you can buy at the Costco if you want. Apparently that's out there. And it would be probably worth to go get a membership so you can go buy the silver that's there. I mean, go have a look and see what's available, right? Also, the exchange centers are a great place to do it. Now, the metals exchange centers, those are the guys are going to be playing, good baseball with you. Also, you can go online and you can, if you're in Canada, you can try to just type in silver, bull, gold in Canada. Or VBCE, which is in Vancouver, but you have to be there physically because they're like a bank. You can just walk in there, you line up, and then you have your cash, you drop your cash, and they give you the silver right across the table. And I've done that lots when I was down in Vancouver. I took guys in there, I took buddies of mine in there and said, because they had, their older guys had a lot of cash, and I told them, I said, you better get into silver right now, and they're doing fine. So that's in Canada. Also in the United States, you can go through, Miles Franklin. You can go through Dr. Kirk Elliott. There's lots of places to go to. Just look it up and try to hunt those areas down, or, those metal exchange centers in your area. All right? Thank you. Yeah, this is very, very exciting. Very, very exciting. Well, I mean, that's why I keep telling everybody, we have to start thinking like millionaires and start, positioning ourselves in this world. We're not going to be, when this whole thing slams down and we get this EBS and all this scare event, I mean, we're going to have sleepers and NPCs, and everybody's going to be going crazy. There's going to be a mad run on all the grocery stores and the banks, and people are going to be freaking out all over the place, right? So, you're going to be staying calm, and you are going to be the light. You are the light because you're calm. You're, just say everything's going to be fine on the other side. And, but they're still going to be so far behind you. And, knowing this, okay. So knowing all this, that we're looking at situations that are out there that will be, only us, the internet groups that are out there, the patriots that are out there, will be able to understand. Right? And that's what I'm saying. And that is very, very important, because we're going to be so, we're always asking questions about why this is happening, why this is happening. We're learning all the time, but there's the sleepers out there and the NPCs, everybody's out there. They don't even know. They have no idea this even exists, right? Will gas generators work? Yes, they will. Just have them on standby in case the power goes out for a bit. I don't expect the power will go out. So this is why I'm saying is that we all have to play a part, and that means just being who you are. That is playing a part. And having the wisdom that you've learned through this, 10-year disaster, chaotic crisis, and what you've, had to endure through all this, is going to make you a better human being on the other side. And it's going to make you very, very aware and acute of what is going to happen. And you can make those good decisions based on all the knowledge that you have. This is very, very important. That you're going to need all those tools. You're going to need that those weapons, those mind weapons out there, because you're going to be way ahead of the game. You're going to be able to make investments, to make moves, because you're going to have the money to do that, to reinvest, to set up, trust accounts for your, have a numbered company or whatever as a trust account, and then maybe set up many trust accounts underneath that one trust account, one major trust account, and maybe have, executive, your children or whatever the case may be, or somebody that you trust dearly, as an executor in those accounts. So, nothing ever should be in your name, because, that's just normal good practice, and if you want to keep a truck or a car in your own name, that's fine, whatever, but I mean, the big ticket items and stuff like that should be in a trust fund, and there should be executives, because once it goes into a trust, nobody can touch it. Okay? Nobody. They're going to be coming after you, whoever you are, if something happens, to get yourself in that position. Okay? So there's a lot of things to learn. Yes, there is, but we're going to have the med beds behind us, and have all this free energy that's coming in to support our lifestyle, which is we're not going to have to pay. You can imagine how much these poor people that are in these what do you call it, these pensions, or steady incomes or whatever they got, or even low income, whatever, and they're having to pay $400 or $500 a month or every 2 months for power. I mean, it's just ridiculous. All this, and now they've been stealing and stealing and stealing from us forever. And it's just, to me, it's just, it's insanity. And that's why I've been, so bullish and saying, just stop paying your taxes, stop paying this, stop paying all that, and I put myself in this position, 12, 15 years ago, because I seen this coming, and, trying to tell people, but people just weren't listening. And I really didn't get any, my platform really didn't take off until about 3 years ago. So, and that's been growing steadily ever since. But, I'm not doing this to try to build a platform. I'm doing this as awareness, to try to get the information and the truth out there to everybody. I hate people getting ripped off and greased up by these hackers and scumbags. I just absolutely hate it, because I've been a victim of myself, right? Yeah. What about the fiat money currently in your bank account? Well, I'd be getting it out of there. Anybody that's holding money inside your bank account right now, other than maybe $200 or $300, you're absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. You should not. If you hold more than $200 in that account right now, you're absolutely waiting for them to come and steal it, because that's what's going to happen. That's what I believe. Don't be doing that. Take your money out, go buy some silver, or just go stash your money somewhere. But do not leave it in the bank. You're going to be, the day that you want to turn that money in, you'll be able to turn it back in, and I think you're allowed about $5,000 to, turn that from the old fiat SWIFT system or currency to the gold-backed treasury note. All right?